Welcome back to the channel of the Windsurf Coach. I still had a North Sails Freerace 6.8 laying around and I haven't tested it yet. It's an old prototype from 2023, but I just want to see what the concept is all about. I'm ready to go. I have my medium slalom board with 37 centimeter fin to go with that 6.8 Freerace from North. What do I expect from a Freerace sail? I expect it to be easy and simple, both in rigging and in sailing. Everything a little bit more easy while still being fast. For my first test I will use moderate downhole tension, meaning that only the top panel will have loose leash. Although the sail has a massive amount of low end grunt, this is not the way I should rig it. The sail just doesn't release and the board gets sticky, the sail feels heavy, so let's go back and change the trim. I'm gonna use maximum downhole this time. With maximum downhole I mean that I will use quite a lot of force on the downhole and the two top panels will have loose leash. Unfortunately I have no footage of the second part of this session, but with the full downhole the sail came alive, it felt great, it was easy to sail, easy to jibe and it was relatively fast even though the wind was really patchy and light. I just arrived at Strandhorst. It's looking good. Wind 20 to 25 knots, 6 degrees in centigrade. Okay, it's a bit chilly, but I want to test the race part of the Freerace. Let's see if there's any race in this North Freerace. The first part at Strandhorst is really shallow, so you need to be careful not to hit the tip of your fin on the bottom, otherwise you get some scratches or maybe even damage it. So I'll keep the board flat as much as possible until I have enough speed to carry me as high as possible on the water. And further out there is no problem, I can easily use that 37 fin with my slalom board. The draft is pretty high and far to the back, which means you need a bigger fin to unstick your board, and the draft further back means that when the wind is really getting strong you will feel that backhand pressure. But I'm not alone today, Berne and Nico joined me and Nico is behind me. I let him catch up so we can do some racing. Okay, the race is on. You can see only the top two panels with some loose leash. I would have liked to have a bit more release in the sail so it would be more slippery and faster. Next up, jibing. This is the part where the North Freerace distinguishes itself from the pack. The Freerace makes it a lot easier to make those planing jibes. It just softens the jibe and it powers up immediately after the turn, so you'll stay planing. I let Nico catch up again after the jibe and now it's time for the second run. The race is on. Let's put that hammer down. The Freerace also shows that it can be fast, but the real strength of this sail doesn't lie in the top speed, it lies in the comfort, the controllability and the jibing, which is just so easy. The air chambers rotate like they are not there and it feels as if that low end grunt just pulls you around through the turn. It is absolutely easy to sail at 40 kilometers an hour on a square course. If you go for that speed run and go downwind, You feel the acceleration, but it also stops around 50 kilometers an hour. So the advantage of this smooth sail with lots of low end grunt has also a downside. It comes at the expense of the top speed and the top end control in the really powered to overpowered conditions. This sail comes to its own in the light to medium wind conditions where it really excels. And even though this is not the fastest sail, it is still fast. Just look at the video and judge for yourself. I just wait for Nico and then we can race some more. I think the overall performance of this freeways will be boosted if you take a slightly longer fin, let's say 5% more than I have right now. So if you take your fin size half the width of your board plus 10%, my board that is 70 centimeters, that means 35 centimeters plus 3.5 is 38.5 centimeters, let's say 39, and you will have a perfect combination. But this is absolutely my favorite part of the free race, the ease at which you can jibe. Maybe if you would sacrifice a little bit of that low end grunt and give it some more top speed and more of a free ride, so get that draft in a bit lower and more to the front, it would be more my kind of sail. But then again, I'm pretty much race biased, so don't listen to me. If you need a sail that will perform in those typical Dutch or Northern European weather days in the summer, this will probably do very well. So I continue racing Nico and just having fun. The downside of all that backhand pressure when the wind is really strong is that you might kick it into a spin. But I'm certain that your mates won't mind if you kick it into a spin. That gives them an opportunity to catch up. But never mind that, you'll always win at the jibes. That was session 2 at Strandhorst. I must say it was pretty nice to be back on Strandhorst. I haven't been there for quite a while, but it's really nice. It's shallow. I wouldn't take my best fins out there, so I also brought a bit older fin, but still it was perfect to check out how much race there is in the North Freerace. I would like to see a bit more race. Why do I say that? This is a sail that requires a pump. It has cambers, so it takes a little while to rig it, and if you're going through all that hustle, you're pretty serious about racing, so in that case I would like a bit more race. I had to push really hard to get it over 50 kilometers an hour, so 51.6 was the max, and I was pretty powered up, and I felt that as the wind got stronger, the backhand pressure got bigger and bigger, and it didn't really accelerate. I felt a lot of pressure, but not a lot of top end. On the other hand, if I look at the average speed, it's absolutely not bad. I've been sailing for 1.5 hours and I've not been really pushing, but the average speed was 29 and something. And to just cruise around at 40 kilometers an hour, it was pretty easy to do, very comfortable. I think that's the sweet spot of the North Freerace. Just cruising around at 40 kilometers an hour, just having fun with your mates. The Freerace is easy to jibe, the cambers rotate really smoothly. You hardly notice that you're sailing with a cambered sail. So that's absolutely a big plus for the Freerace. The low end part of the Freerace is absolutely fabulous. It is so smooth and it planes so easy. Jibing is easy. Power up after the jibe and you just fly away again. That is really nice. Up to moderate winds, I really like it. When you're a sailor who likes to sail in the powered up to overpowered conditions, I really recommend a race sail. The backhand pressure is getting too big and it's not converting that pressure into speed. After the last test session, it's time to bring the North Freerace back home to Vandenberg, Almere, so it will be available for testing again. I do hope you liked this review of the North Freerace prototype from 2023. If you did, of course, please leave a like. Let me know what you think in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel of the Windsurf Coach. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time. I will see you on the water. Ja, sterk nog, ik ben aan het opnemen. Hey guys, was dat een beetje een leuke sessie vandaag op Strandhorst?
Topper, heerlijk.
Topweertje, echt
Ja, kijk.
heerlijk.
Kou staat niet. Kou staat niet.
Kou is slechts een emotie, hè?
Zeker.
Zo is het.
Ja, maar ik ben wel emotioneel.